Girl, number one, forgive me if you hear these dogs howling in the background. That's my neighbor. I'm going to have to go have a conversation with him. But before I do that, we need to get up here and talk about this Wendy versus Nneka situation on Real Housewives of Potomac. And I have some unpopular opinions, but I'm going to get up here and say what I got to say. Now, is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's joke.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beef for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be, girl. And I am in the stew. I ain't been up here in so long. This is kind of like weird. But nevertheless, I am in the stew, girl. I had to come up here. I ain't did a video like this in probably over a year. And I wanted to kind of give back the old nostalgia of how I used to be when I used to be reviewing the Real Housewives of Potomac to come and talk to y'all about what's been going on between Wendy and Nneka. Now, let me just say this. When it comes to Wendy and Nneka, I'm learning more and more as the days go by because like all of us, we were like, why in the world is this girl Nneka coming on to this show just automatically beefing with Wendy? And then we see Wendy coming on. She's a devout Christian now, walking around with rosaries and all of that. And I'm going, wait a minute, you've been on since what? Was it season 5 or 6 or whatever it was? We on season 8. We ain't seen you go to church every time. Now all of a sudden, you going around with rosaries and getting the kids baptized or communion or whatever it was. I don't remember. And I found it to be quite odd. Now, mind you, they had already put out the trailer that Nneka was going to say that her mama was practicing voodoo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not African, but I am black. Okay, and I am from New Orleans. Hence the reason my name is Voodoo Doll TV. I named it that because I got tired of people saying, you do voodoo? Oh, you from New Orleans? You do voodoo? No, bitch, I don't do voodoo. But if I did, every time somebody said some shit like that, I'd be voodooing up some coin. Every time somebody said, hey, give me some money. You know what I'm saying? And it will come to my hands if I could do some magic or shit like that. But I understand the negative connotation behind voodoo. Being a black person from New Orleans. So I'm assuming in Africa, it's the same thing. Now, we all know about this Osu tribe thing. Both of them are Igbo, and there's this curse about the Osu tribe. I guess they were sacrificing or sending up their children to some gods or something. I don't know, girl. All I know is the article was written, I want to say when she first came on the scene. I think it was all about the tea. Don't quote me. But whoever it was wrote the article. She sent them a cease and desist, and nobody brought it up ever since. Here we are, Nneka. Nneka is over there saying, your mama over there putting me or submitting my name to shrines, and here we are. Now, let me just say this. I have never been a fan of Wendy. Everybody who watches my Real Housewives of Potomac reviews know that I'm not a fan of Wendy. I'm just not. I said it years and years ago when she first came on. You over here trying to find yourself. And at this point, I don't want to be a part of the exploration. I am not Christopher Columbus, bitch. I do not want to be a part of you trying to figure out who you is because you have been what your mama wanted you to be for the last 50 years. That ain't my problem, you know. But ultimately, I've always said the way Wendy has looked down on the other girls because of her degrees, you know, before I finish that statement. No, let me finish it, then I'm going to go back and say what I want to say. The way she's looked down on the other girls because of their degrees, I never liked it. Because at that point, you are making it seem like success is measured by degrees. Number one. Number two, that leaves the understanding of education. Because just because you are educated through school does not mean you're smart. I mean, we haven't seen her get a business off the ground yet. Wendy has been able to use that over everybody's head. She was just calling Mia slow, talking about she not going to slow it down for her because she's slow and everything. It was my degrees, her saltering and you know, going down the stairs, my degrees. And I never liked that about Wendy. But before I get on Wendy, we're going to start on both sides. I'm going to give equal commentation, if that's a word. I don't even think that's a word. But I'm going to give it on both sides either way. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I got to say what I got to say. And there's negative and positive on both sides of these girls. Let me start with this. So I was watching the Carlos King interview, and we come to find out that basically my girl Wendy was asked to bring Nneka on, and Wendy decided, no, I'm not bringing her on, and she wanted to bring her friend on. I don't even remember the girl's name, but it's a girl who owned a business or something downtown or whatever. First of all, if Nneka felt slighted by that, I completely understand. So this is how I look at it. I can understand why Nneka felt, Nneka, is that how you say her name? Felt slighted because she felt like, girl, we both from Nigeria. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why wouldn't, you get me on? And I feel like when Carlos King explained that Wendy was supposed to bring her on and Nneka was like, this bitch really played on my top, like, I understand why she would feel a way about it because in my opinion, this is just me, we both Nigerian, we both black. Like, girl, like, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you support me in a situation where we can both coexist, right? And then you got the other aspect of it on Wendy's side. It's like, well, girl, I don't even know you. I got my homegirl that I do know. I'd rather put her on than put you on. So I understand both sides. However, my thing with Wendy is I think it's a little bit more than that. I believe Wendy is intimidated by Nneka. Now, Wendy got a lot of fans. Yes, she does. And y'all gonna get up here because this is what I don't like about these reality shows. Y'all literally find favorites and then attack anybody and everybody who says something negative about them. I don't like Wendy. I think Wendy thinks she has this sort of elitist attitude, like she's better than people because she got a degree and she's a professor at Johns Hopkins. Girl, that ain't getting you into no doors but the college. Like, I don't understand why, she used, in the past, she used that, and still in the present, she uses that as like, I'm a notch over you. You're not. You're not. And I have 2 degrees, so don't come for me in my comments. I got 2. Bitch, 2. So this coming from somebody who have degrees. But ultimately, when it comes to Wendy, and this thing is all over the place, so forgive me because my thoughts are, but when it comes to Wendy, when it came to Nneka coming on, Nneka is an attorney. She's got generational wealth. That means she got more money than Wendy. If we could talk about it, y'all can sit up here and act like professors are millionaires, but they are not. Nneka got properties all over the world, bitch. Not the city, bitch. Not the state, the world. So Nneka is more accomplished and decorated than Wendy. And I believe that when it was asked for Nneka to come on, Wendy was like, nah, bitch, that whole gonna be competition. Understandably, but not really understandably, because it's like, why wouldn't you help out a fellow Nigerian? Now, as it pertains to Nneka, girl, you came on here too strong. I'm sorry. Nneka, it was one thing for Ashley to be the bone collector and go back and say she misrepresented what you said or whatever the case may be. But Nneka, you went and sat down with Robert, of all people, bitch, Robert, to drag and spill tea on her? Robert? Come on now, Nneka. It was giving me that both of y'all fighting to be in the graces of the light skins, if you ask me. That's how I feel. Say what I said. It gives to me both of y'all want to be in the company of the light brights, and I don't like it. Because why is you going drag for her to Robert? I would rather you just kept it over there with Ashley. Robert? Girl, it's just like, I understand why you feel some type of way, but Robert? And then furthermore, I wouldn't have went and spilled no tea to nobody. I just would have came on and been that bitch. I would have outshined her. That's what I would have did. But you going to Robert, basically saying, oh yeah, her mom submitted my name to a shrine and da-da-da. After you had a whole conversation, mind you, with Ashley saying, oh yeah, I don't know if they Osu, but I just know I'm not, but then you turn around and want to tell Robert, yeah, her mama did submit my name to a shrine. I don't know. It's just giving like, girl, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? I don't think your brain was functioning correctly at that moment. But ultimately, Nneka, you came on too strong. You jumped out the window with the aggressive blah, 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 blah. And it turned a lot of people off. However, I will say this. Every new character that comes on these reality shows does the exact same thing. Every single one of them. So she's not doing nothing nobody else has never done. But ultimately, you put a sour taste in the people's mouth, Nneka. And that's just what it is. If you would have just came on, showed us the life with your fine-ass husband, girl, he is fine. Oh, Lord. If you just came on and showed us what's going on inside your house, in your mansions, in all your teas with your money, and gave us rich, fabulous, that bitch, attorney and law, like what Phaedra was supposed to give. If you would have gave us that, girl, we would have been like, okay, Nneka, who this girl is? That's what we would have been saying. But you came on in attack mode against Wendy, and the fans don't like that for you, fat. Now, they said, I didn't say it, but they said you went on and disabled your comments under your Instagram, bitch. Don't let them hoes run you, girl. Unable them bitches. That's the same thing. Able them back, girl. Don't let them hoes run you, girl. Them hoes gonna do this, and then Wendy gonna do something to piss them off, and they gonna jump ship. That is the whole name of this game in this reality show thing, girl. You'll be fine. Don't let these people run you off. Stand in your truth, stand in your shit, and say what you gotta say. Now, I believe Nneka when she said Mama Wendy, I forgot her name, but I believe her when she said Mama Wendy submitted her name to a shrine. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Not because I believe Nigerians do voodoo. No. I'm from New Orleans. They believe we do voodoo. I believe that she said that or said something of that magnitude to Nneka because they probably felt like, oh, this Nigerian girl gonna come on and try to steal your shine. Absolutely. I believe she called your cousin Nneka and was like, yeah, tell that bitch, keep my child name out her mouth. Maybe not in that way, but yeah. I believe she said something of the nature. Not to mention, y'all, if we gotta be honest, Wendy's mama is weird. If y'all don't believe that lady is weird, she's weird. She done turned into a clear woman overnight or over one season. Did you not see it? Girl, bye. No. That lady is weird, and I believe she called down there and whatever. Now, y'all, what made me mad with both of y'all is y'all literally got on this thing and was like, oh, I don't know her. Now, Nneka, you did say that you seen her in passing and, you've been at a party with her and she was nasty or rude or something like that or short. I can't remember. You did admit that your cousin-in-law is friends with her sister. You did do that. But Wendy looked guilty because Wendy said she didn't know this girl at all. That's why the producers kept asking, so do you know Nneka? And she was just like, oh, no. I was like, I knew it. And the moment she started pulling this whole Christian thing, I knew it was to combat the rumors that they're going around here saying that, girl, your mama is over here submitting people's names to shrines, allegedly. They said. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's kind of like, Wendy, once again, you're being disingenuous. All you have to do was say, yeah, I've seen her once or twice. Yeah, I haven't seen her. I don't know her. I know my sister know her people, but I don't know her like that. This is my first time really like meeting her one-on-one. If you would have said that, girl, we wouldn't have questioned nothing. But you try to completely distance yourself from her, if you ask me, so that you can separate yourself from what she was about to say, which is your mama submitted her name to a shrine. And the fact that you knew she was going to say that tells me, if we can be honest, it tells me, Wendy, that your mama said that. Because where would you get that from? The very first episode, you pulls out a doggone a rosary. Why? Why was that so contrived and so like, what's the word I want to say? Why was that so planned? Like your reads. You know what I'm saying? Why? Wendy, girl, you knew what you was doing. You knew what you was doing. You knew when you came on that girl was going to tell them people that you submitted her name or your mama submitted her name to a shrine. That's why you got in front of it with the whole, oh, well, let me just say we Christians and get the boys communion. Girl, them children was looking like they were so uninterested in all of that communion stuff. And it was just like, it's weird. And I read my comments. I'm not Catholic. I didn't grow up Catholic. My dad did, but I didn't. And they said, I didn't say it, but 10 or 11 is around the time you take your first communion. I don't know. But ultimately, girl, this how I know y'all don't go to church. Girl, Eddie didn't even know what to wear to the damn communion, bitch. Girl, y'all can't make this shit up. And it's just so bad for the franchise because it's just like, now it's just teams. Like Wendy and Wendy and Candace against the Green-Eyed Bandits and Ashley. And then Karen kind of in the middle acting like she okay with Robert, knowing that her and Robert still beefing. It just kind of put a sour taste in people's mouth for the show in its entirety. And then furthermore, it makes Married to Medicine that much better than y'all. Like, do we not catch those teas? Like, I I don't really understand. I truly don't understand. And then furthermore, I feel like I think Nneka being on this show is a good fit. Let me tell you why. I know a lot of y'all don't. Y'all like, oh, she do too much. Oh, she got too much going on. I understand. I get it. But the reason why it's good for the show to have Nneka on the show is because Nneka is now going to give Wendy competition. Wendy has not had any competition on this show. And what do I mean by that? Now, Wendy's a beautiful girl. Beautiful gowns. But Wendy is not the best dressed on the show. And Wendy is not the best swagged on the show. But when it came to education, I'm here, you're there because I'm educated and you're not. Wendy was that girl. Nneka is the one who's going to be like, no, bitch, don't talk down to me. Not to me, bitch. Try with them, not me. Bitch, I got just as much, if not more, education than you, bitch. Don't do it. And that's another thing, Nneka. You came on and you called the girl a bitch. And let me say this, I'm not mad at it. Do y'all see all the names Wendy has been calling Mia? And I don't give a damn about Mia. But all the names this girl done called Mia, all the names this girl done called Robert, and y'all know I do not like Robert's girl. She the least favorite of everybody on this whole show. But all the names she done called Robert, all the names she done called Mia, and I get it, Mia threw the drink and all of that, but she talks down to people all the time, her and Candace. So why y'all mad at the girl called her a bitch? It's just the word bitch. Like, damn, y'all act like she called her the C-U-N-T word. Like, she called her a bitch. Move on. Oh my gosh, she called Wendy a bitch. How could she call Wendy a bitch? Well, because at the time, maybe she felt like she was being a bitch. It is what it is. Why are we dragging this? I'm confused. Wendy called people names. Wendy has called people bitches. Why are we upset about Nneka calling her a bitch? That's how I talk. If me and you in an argument, or me and you going back and forth, a bitch is gonna come out. And it, to be honest, it's kind of like second wind. To be honest, I don't even be knowing when I say it. But I'll be like, all right, bitch, like that's me. So I don't understand the big deal about, oh, she called Wendy a bitch. How could she call Wendy a bitch? Because maybe she felt like she was being a bitch. Now what? Like, come on now, y'all. If y'all follow any reality TV show, y'all know this is basically a par for the course, bitch. Come on now. Let's be honest with each other. Let's be honest. Okay? It is not the end of the world that Nneka called her a bitch. It just is what it is. But I tell you what, Wendy was discombobulated, so discombobulated she wanted to make up with Mia. Girl, and that's another thing. Now, let's get to you, Wendy. Wendy, you is a bullshit bitch. And let me tell you why. You have been trying to be okay in the eyes of these light skins since you came on this show. Them girls have been giving you their asses to kiss. Not Mia necessarily, as far as like you've been trying to be her friend. But, well, no, Mia too. They have given you their asses to kiss on so many occasions, and every single time you find a way to want to be back in their good graces, and I never understand it. You did it with Robert. You did it with Giselle. You did it with Mia. You did it with Ashley. You're doing it with Ashley now. What was the first or the second episode talking about, oh, I just don't want to feel like I can trust you. Trust you? Bitch, Ashley don't trust Ashley. Why is you talking about you want to feel like you could trust her and go do play date? Girl, what? That's the perk. That's why I never liked you, Wendy. Wendy, you are trying too hard to assimilate. And I tried to get this out on another but on another YouTube channel. This is my biggest problem with Wendy. Wendy is a Nigerian woman. She's not an American black woman. She's not. There's not anything wrong with saying a Nigerian woman and a black American woman are different. Why does that trigger so many black American women, not even the Nigerians? It triggers the black American women. I was going to say I don't know why, but I know why. Because we the only blacks in the diaspora who was taught that we all the same. Everybody else know that we not. Everybody else know that we're not. I'm not saying gatekeep the culture because we not going to never do that. That's period, point blank. That's what we know to be facts. However, Wendy came in and basically she became not a chameleon. What do you call it? Whatever it is where they blend in. Like she didn't come in, with the Nigerian this. Like it was almost like I want to be friends with the light skins. And whatever they say, I'm gonna jump on that. And then also, I'm I'm Nigerian. I'm gonna mention it. We're gonna talk about it here and there, a little yin, yin, yin. But for the most part, girl, we are the same. And we are the same to an extent. We're all black women. But I wish you had came in with more of who you are. But it turns out you don't even know who you are because you are trying to find yourself on the show. I've been saying this shit from the beginning. You trying to find yourself, and now and today and here is not the place. I don't want to go on the journey to look for 40-year-old Wendy. I don't want to see it. I don't care. I don't want to do it. Wendy, girl, if you had been under such restraint from your mama to where you felt like you needed to come on this show to find yourself because for all these years you've been living for your mama and all of this and that and the third, girl, I feel like you should have figured that out first and then came back. I don't like it. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it, bitch. I am not your therapist. I am not your counselor. I am not the person who's observing Wendy to see what Wendy's going to do next. Speaking of doing something next, now you want to do a talk show. Wendy, you're not that important. You're not that entertaining. I'm sorry. If y'all got harsh, or not harsh, if y'all have soft feelings about Wendy, go ahead and get up out of here, fat. Wendy is not entertaining at all. At all. I would not want to hear Wendy on a podcast. I would not want to hear Wendy on a YouTube channel. Like she's not entertaining. Now, if you're gonna spill some teas about some stuff, maybe, but you're not entertaining. Now you want to do a talk show? You told Carlos King the reason you're going through all of these business ventures because you're trying to find yourself because you've been living for your mama, girl. What? Figure it out. Maybe, just maybe, Wendy, you are who your mama created you to be. A professor, an intelligent person who goes on CNN or C-SPAN and talk about politics. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe that's your calling. I don't know. But this talk show, candles, no, fat, this ain't it. This ain't it for you. And I just think it's unfair to the people that we have to go through this Find Wendy journey with her. Bitch, you not Waldo. I'm not looking for you. I'm sorry. Period. But ultimately, Wendy, you turn your nose down on a lot of girls. You came in like you was better than everybody. Now there's somebody on the cast that's going to challenge you on that being better than everybody. And to be completely honest, the way you were scrambling after she went off on you and you said you'd rather get into it with Mindy, not get into it, but get back cool with Mia, I'm sorry. The way you were scrambling, girl, I don't think you can handle Nneka. I don't. I do not think Wendy can handle Nneka, because if she could have, just like she read Giselle down, read Robert down, read Ashley maybe once or twice, girl, Mia, you dragged Mia for filth, girl. If you could really handle Nneka, I believe that would have been your opportunity and your space to do so, but you didn't, because I don't think you can. And it's not that I don't think you can. I don't think you have the confidence in your brain to say I can, because girl, you went to deflecting so hard, you went to go back being cool with Mia. And Mia, you another one, bitch. That hoe would have said, I'd rather make it up with you. Oh, no, ma'am. Bitch. You better go pull on somebody, tug on somebody else, bitch. Not me. Not over here. After you done dragged me, bitch. No, ma'am. That's what I would have did if I was you, Mia. She wasn't going to use me to deflect, bitch. Go deflect. Go get your husband. Go grab your husband or something. And speaking of your husband, Happy Eddie. Poor Happy Eddie. When I did my review, I realized, I said, Eddie did look scared. He did. And Eddie looked so non-confrontational. And the fact that you brought that boy, your husband, into that bullshit, that wasn't right. That was not right, Wendy. Eddie looked like he don't be in no drama. And if you ask me, you probably was the one unfollowed that man on Facebook or whatever. Because Eddie looked like he don't even be on Facebook, to be completely honest. He don't give me a social media guy. I believe you went in there and unfollowed that man. And maybe Eddie knew about it, maybe he didn't. But to put him in a situation where Eddie looked like his life was flashing before his eyes, because Ike looked like he was ready to do a wop bop baloo bop balop bamboo. Girl, you was wrong for that. You was wrong. You put your husband in some stuff, talking about, oh, now they done got Eddie started. Girl, Eddie was looking like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. Somebody please, mayday, help me, bitch. That's what Eddie was looking like. Don't put your husband in no more of your drama, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. Please don't do it no more. I like Eddie, to be completely honest. He the most unproblematic house husband since Greg Leaks, to be completely honest. Don't do that to Eddie. And Eddie, don't get in this shit with your wife if you don't do it. Cause I look like he got a temper or something. I'm sorry, say what I said, bitch. I look like he go from 0 to 100 quicker than Drake, bitch. I don't know. But ultimately, Wendy, I feel like you got competition. I feel like you got somebody who's gonna call you on your bullshit. The whole thing with your mama, Candace was talking about, you can't hold her accountable for what her mama said. The fuck you mean? Yes, I can. If your mom jumping our shit, I can hold you accountable for it. What you want me to battle your mama? You rather me battle your mama or battle you? I mean, bad enough she turned into another woman. Like, girl, no. Yeah, I'm gonna battle you. I would rather you approach me about it than my mama. Period. Especially when she inserting herself in my stuff. Now, I don't know, Wendy, did you call over there and tell your mama that the girl was around here doing woo-the wham wham and then your mama made a phone call? I don't know. But whatever it is, Wendy, you're employing a lot of people in it. And I think that that's not fair. I don't think that it's right. I don't. But ultimately, it's not that I'm here for Nneka, because Nneka, I don't even know you, girl, to be honest. You kind of riding the fence. I'm kind of on both sides trying to figure you out. But for right now, since you got Wendy scrambling, I'm going to give you a chance. But if you get on my nerves, I'm going to drag you too. But ultimately, don't let these people drag you, girl, to where you turn off the comments. Girl, get up here and say what you got to say. Because I'm telling you this, when I found out it was because Wendy didn't want to bring you on the show, I understand. 100%. I understand Wendy's perspective and I understand Nneka's. And I feel like they both have wrong and they both have right. Period. And that's just what it is. But I'm interested to see how this goes. Real Housewives of Potomac is trash. I ain't gonna lie. But this part right here, this particular part right here, I'm here to see what's going on with that. I'm here to see how this is gonna play out. But anyway, what y'all think about this? Did I cover everything? Wendy Mama is a clear woman now. Nneka came on too strong. Wendy, I don't like her. Why I didn't like her, I said, yeah, I think I covered everything for so much. If not, I'll go back to it on my next review. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all of this crap. Girl, because Wendy and Nneka has been the topic of discussion, whereas Married to Medicine should be the topic of all reality TV at this point, if you ask me. But anyway, y'all drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on all of the platforms, Rumble, Twitch, everywhere I be, Twitter, all of that, everywhere. And I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.